Hello, my name is Hope, and I want to start welcome you all to today's Smart Therapy section. We are going to be observing 15 minutes Smart Therapy, and I want you all to listen to my joke as I read it out to you. Thank you. So, the first joke here on my list is titled Fake Love. I read. A youth copper was one of the invigilators in a WAEC exam holding in the school was a youth copper was one of the invigilators in a WAEC exam holding in the school he was serving. Right inside the hall when the exam was ongoing, a very sexy girl who was wearing a very skimpy skirt and looking so gorgeous was seductively making eye contact with the copper, giving him that come and get me look. He went straight to where the girl was sitting to find out what her problem was. She asked the copper to help her with the answers to the mathematics questions. He obliged and gave her the solution to the question. After the exam, the copper immediately met up the girl and asked her out for the night out. She laughed and replied, "Do you think I'm a prostitute? All those actions I was displaying for you in the hall were fake. My boyfriend is over there waiting for me." A copper laughed too and said, "Do you think I know anything about mathematics? I studied Yoruba in school. All those answers I gave to you were all fake." The girl screamed and fainted. Very hilarious. So let's move on to the next one. The next one here is titled Who would you save? Now girlfriend was discussing with boyfriend. Now the girl now said, "Baby, if I was drowning in the river with 9-year-old sister, only sister, and you stand a chance to saving just one of us, who will you save?" The boyfriend responded, "You of course then." And the girl now said, "What? And you would just let my only sister die?" The girl now responded, "Okay, I will save your baby sister." And the girl now said, "So you would just let me die after all these years?" The boy now calmed down. Ghana said, "Calm down, baby. But you said if I would save only one person." He thinks for a while. "Okay, I would just dive into the river, drown myself too, and we all die as one." The girl now says, "So you will just let me and my sister die in the river?" The boy now was not angry and he said, "That's enough. What's all this? Aren't you concerned about me too? I just told you I'm going to die in that river too." This is hilarious. Ah ah ah. So now the next one is titled Sleeping with the Pastor's Wife. I read, a guy walks up to his friend one Sunday and says, "I'm sleeping with the pastor's wife. Can you hold him in church after service for me?" The friend agrees and after mass, he starts talking to the pastor and asking him all kind of stupid questions just to keep him occupied. After about an hour, the pastor gets angry and asks the guy, "What's up?" Feeling guilty, the guy confesses, "My friend is sleeping with your wife right now." The pastor then smiles and says, "You should run back home and take your wife. My wife has been dead for years." Now the next one here says three heavy slap. I read, a man went to the police station in Lagos to report a robbery incident. Now the man says, I was robbed at gunpoint." Police now asked what happened. The man said, "Someone snatched my wallet and I was about to shout thief when three heavy slaps landed on my face. I didn't even see anything for 30 minutes except stars." Police now say, "Can you describe the stars?" Oh yeah, describe the stars. This people are funny. The next one here is titled Abos walks into a barber shop. Abos walk into a barber shop and asks, "Can I get a haircut?" A barber looked around the shop full of customers and said, "About 2 hours, Abus left." A few days later, Abus stuck his head in the door again and asked, "How long before I can get a haircut?" The barber looked around at the shop and said, "After 3 hours, Abus left." A week later, Abus came into the shop and asked, "How long before I can get my haircut?" The barber looked around the shop and said again, "An hour only." The Abus left. The barber turned to the friend and said, "Hey, Kufuro, do me a favor. Follow that guy and see where he goes. He keeps asking how long he has to wait for a haircut, but then he doesn't ever come back." A little while later, he returned to the shop laughing hysterically. The barber asked, "So where does he guy go when he leaves?" Kufuro looked up, tears in his eyes, and said, "To your wife. Good morning." A WhatsApp chat between two students. Abos, results are out. Come, let's go and see the results. The student now responded, "I'm with my dad. If you see mine, please message me. If it's bad, say good morning to you. If it's very bad, then say good morning to you and your dad later. Abos, good morning to you, your family, and your whole village." I didn't trust her. A childhood innocent. Okay, this is like a different. That's like a different paragraph altogether. So let's continue. Now the next joke here on my list is titled "The Concussion." I read, Bayu and his wife Ola received a letter from their daughter who went to study modern physics overseas. She wrote, "My beloved parents, I miss you so much and it breaks my heart to think that by the time I get back, you will be too old. So, enclosed you will find a bottle of a red potion I have invented. It will make you young. So when I return, you will be the same age as I left you. Note, please take only a drop. Goodbye, I love you." So they opened the envelope and in it is a bottle with a red potion. The man looked at his wife and says, "You go first." So Ola takes a job. Thereafter, Bayo follows indeed. The wife turns 5 years younger. Years later, the daughter returns home to find her mother, young and pretty, carrying a baby on her neck and her back. The mother proceeds to tell her daughter how the potion worked and made her look young. The daughter was happy to ask after her father. Your father, your father was so jealous that I was so young and beautiful, so he drank the whole bottle. What? So where is he? Replied the daughter. Now him did my back. That was hilarious. So the next one here is titled Meaning of Period. Abus was asked to tell the meaning of period. Guess what he said? "Teacher, Abus, tell us the meaning of period." Abus now said, "Sir, I don't know the meaning, but it is I know it is period. Sorry, but all I know is that period is very dangerous." Teacher now say, "How do you mean, Abus?" Abus say, "Yeah, period is dangerous because when my sister said she did not see her period for 5 months, my dad got heart attack, my mom fainted, and our driver ran away. So I don't think period is a good thing." That was indeed hilarious. So the next one here is titled "This Aren't My Wife." I read, a guy thought his wife was cheating on him, so he waited for her to leave. Excuse me. So he waited for her to leave the house that night and jumping in a keke to follow her. But following her, he found out she was working in a whorehouse. The guy says to the keke man, "Wanna make you 5,000?" Then keke man says yes. What if I have to do? What do I have to do? The guy replied that all the keke man has to do was to go inside the whorehouse and grab his wife and put him in the back of the keke and take them home. So the keke man goes in. A couple of minutes later, the whole house gets kicked open and the keke man is dragging this woman out, who is kicking, biting, punching, and fighting all the way to the keke. The keke man throws the girl inside and tells the man, "Here, hold her." The man looks down at the girl and says to the keke man, "These aren't my wife." The keke man replied, "I know, it's mine. I'm going back in for yours." That was hilarious. So the next one here is titled 10 sins committed on Facebook. No, it has it's numbered from 1 to 10. So we're going to be taking it one after the other. So number one says you buy some cheap underwears to bend down select on the market, and on Facebook you write, "I love Gushi's underwears." Number two, you are a married man with 2 kids. On Facebook you are always claim to be single. Number three, you have 21 years old you're 21 years old and you're dating a man of 59 years. Your update says, "Can't wait to see my baby." You are drinking ice water, and your update, "I'm drinking Johnny Walker." You are on the house listening to a radio, but your update, "Watching Superman on sale at the cinemas." You sell retail biscuits, airtime, and chewing gums in a grocery shop, and your update said, "I had a long day in office." You are waiting for a mat taxi, and your update, "Stops in traffic. Thank God the air conditioner in my car." Number eight, you are using some fake Chinese phone, and you update your status, "My laptop is slow." Number nine, you are in some fake slum, and you update your status, near New York." Number 10 says your real name is Busyboo, or some funny names, but on Facebook your name is Marco Pretty. Wow. This is where we're going to be ending today's brain exercise. Sorry, this is where we're going to be ending today's smart therapy section. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope I made you laugh. Till we meet again in the next one. Thanks and bye bye.